Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so we got another game to cover, man. This has been a really tough week for the Lakers. Not only as it pertains to just how we've been doing, but just how frequent these games have been coming, man. We ain't really had a chance to breathe. Can't even think about the last game because we're too busy preparing for the next one. And it's going to be like that going forward, but maybe not as condensed as it's been over the last 4 or 5 games. So, Toronto and LA tonight, 6:30. We just played Portland last night. It went bad for us. And we don't even have time to really think about it. We just got to continue playing games. So now we fly back home here to Los Angeles, play the guys from above the border. Toronto, it's a pretty good team, man, although they're dealing with a lot of injury issues just like us. Battle is a game time decision. Poto is out. Walter's out. RJ Barrett is out. Quickly's a game time decision. And for the Lakers, you got Luka, game time decision. Ayton, game time decision. Marcus Smart, game time decision. Jackson Hayes, game time decision. And Adu Thero out. Austin Reeves out. I think there's more to this as well. Let me go to the other one because it ain't showing me everything. Let's see. Yeah, Jacoby Walter is out for that team as well. Chucky Hepburn is out for them. And for us, yeah, it looks about the same as what I just said. Adu Thero, of course, out. So, yeah, man, the Lakers are really missing a lot of people. Marcus Smart kind of got hurt yesterday, and I don't know that we're not looking at a situation where there's someone else on that injury report too, because I know that our young fella, what's my guy's name? And I'll tell you in a minute since my head is gone blank. But he hurt his elbow last night, so that might be another player that you might want to consider could potentially be out for this basketball game. So, the Los Angeles Lakers are dealing with a lot, man. We've been losing. I think we've lost 5 of our last 6 games or something like that. It's just been bad after bad after bad after bad. And honestly, I don't know what to expect tonight because, of course, with the injury report being as it is, Braun played on a back-to-back. He played earlier in the week on both games in a back-to-back. I don't know if it's smart for him to continue to push himself in this way when we have this 8-game road trip that's coming up starting in Denver on Tuesday. It does allow for us to play in LA against the Clippers in Inglewood on Thursday, but then we off to Dallas, Chicago, Cleveland, Washington, New York, Brooklyn, all through the start of February. So we don't have too many home games going forward for the next 3 weeks, and I just think that it made a lot of sense for the Lakers to probably rest people yesterday that they didn't rest. So I've had my issues with that, and we discussed it in my video last night, reacting to the game. So yeah, man, tonight 6:30 we play Toronto. It's 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. The Toronto Raptors have been losing some games as of late too. They lost 2 of their last 3, actually 3 of their last 5. And we're going to cover all 5 of those games, starting with the Boston Celtics 125-117 victory over these Toronto Raptors in Boston. And let's just get straight into the team stats. So, Toronto Raptors shot 49%, 45 of 92 from the field. Celtics shot 54%, 47 of 87 from the field. The Celtics shot 50% from 3, 14 of 28, and the Raptors 18 of 47 for 38% from 3. From the free throw line, 9 of 10 for the Raptors, 90%, 17 of 19 for the Celtics for 89% from the free throw line. Celtics had 40 boards to the Toronto 31. Both teams had 9 offensive boards. Toronto Raptors had a whopping 39 assists in this game, 28 for the Celtics. 7 steals for the Raptors, 3 for the Celtics, 7 turnovers for the Raptors, 7 points conceded off of those, 10 turnovers for the Celtics, 9 points conceded off of those. You got 6 blocks for the Raptors, 5 for the Celtics, 17 fast break points for the Raptors, 18 for the Celtics, 50 points in the paint for the Raptors, 62 for the Celtics. Largest lead of the game for Toronto was 1. Largest lead of the game for Boston was 20. Boston led 98% of the time. Toronto only 2% of the time. All right. Go straight into the box score here. Mamus Kelishvili, 25 minutes, 15 points, 7 of 10 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 3 offensive boards, -5 for Sandro. RJ, 28 minutes, 19 points, 6 of 15 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 turnover, 2 offensive boards, -14. CMB, Colin Murray Boyles, 21 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, 1 offensive board, -16 for CMB. Quickly, 35 minutes, 17 points, 6 of 16 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds, 13 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, -20 for Quickly. Jacoby Walter, 31 minutes, 19 points, 7 of 12 from the field, 5 of 9 from the 3, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive board, -20 for Jacoby. Battle, 12 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, +13 for him. Mogbo, 19 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 3 from the field, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, +1 from Jonathan Mogbo. AJ Lawson, 6 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 offensive board, +2 for AJ. Jamal Shed, 24 minutes, 13 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 1 rebound, 8 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offense, 1 block, and +2 for Jamal, who has been playing great. I picked him up on a couple fantasy teams. I know that a lot of what's about to be seen in regards to him is because Quickly was out, but the numbers that he's putting up, even off the bench, have been pretty impressive. This is a real point guard, a two-way point guard, somebody that was available in the second round that we didn't target at the point guard position, shooting guard position, and he is balling for Toronto. In fact, if I'm them, I'm thinking about moving Quickly and putting him in that starting lineup because he looked like he's ready for that. So that's what I want to say. Jamal Shed is far and away a much better prospect than he was drafted to be. And if he keeps this up, he could be in the Rookie of the Year conversation. I don't know that he'll actually be getting Rookie of the Year. I think it's probably going to be some guys ahead of him regardless. But he's quickly rising up the rankings. And they did well. Colin Murray Boyles and Jamal Shed are both studs for the Raptors. Martin, 15 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 5 from the 3, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, +3 for Martin. And Grady Dick, 24 minutes, 9 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive board, +14. He's also playing well right now. When this game was going on, he was still kind of not really able to showcase himself, but over the last couple of games, we'll see Grady's really been a big part of their offense, and we know what he can do when he gets it going. So yeah, it might not be the greatest time to play Toronto because they got a bunch of people at the same time playing very well in the absence of other players, unlike your Los Angeles Lakers, who can't seem to get anybody going in the absence of ours. Another one of those situations, Lakers. The Celtics had 6 players in double figures, high man being Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, 25 points. Pritchard had 27 there, by the way. And Sam Hauser had 19 points, hitting 5 threes of 7 attempts. So that's about as much as we care to talk about with the Toronto Raptors. The Boston Celtics outplayed the Raptors in Boston, and that would be the end of that. Next up, 76ers. 2 games against the 76ers. Toronto split both of those games, back-to-backs, both in Toronto. And the first one went to overtime, which I know you hate if you're both of these teams. 116-115 was the score. Toronto got the victory in the first one. And we'll get into the team stats on how this game went. So, the 76ers shot 41 of 90 from the field for 46%. Toronto, 41 of 103 for 40%. From the three-point line, Toronto was cold, 5 of 32 for 16%. The Sixers were cold too, 8 of 31 for 26%. Raptors got to the line 39 times, hit 29 of them. Remind me of the game we had yesterday against Portland in the first quarter. It's a lot of free throws, man. 74% for the Raptors here. And for the Sixers, 25 of 31 for 81% from the free throw line. Man, that is an absurd amount of free throws. 44 rebounds for the Sixers, 48 for the Toronto Raptors, 18 offensive boards for the Raptors, 12 for the Sixers. 11 assists for the Sixers. That's horrible. 29 for the Raptors. 14 steals for the Raptors, 9 for the Sixers. 11 blocks for the Sixers, 6 for the Raptors. And, 22 turnovers for the 76ers, 23 points conceded off of those, 15 turnovers for the Raptors, 21 points conceded off of those. That's 14 steals first and 22 turnovers. Be aware of the defense that the Toronto Raptors are capable of playing. Fast break points, 17 for the Raptors, 10 for the Sixers. 68 points in the paint for the Raptors, 54 for the Sixers. Let's get this right. The large lead of the game was 9 for the Sixers, and for the Raptors it was 14. Sixers led 36% of the times, and the Raptors 51% of the time. All right, it's a very close basketball game, man. That's what it really came down to. It's an overtime game. Scotty Barnes hit the free throw with 0.8 seconds remaining in overtime, and the Raptors beat the Sixers last Sunday. So, yeah, that's what we know. Now let's get into what the Sixers did in the box score. Actually, no, we don't have to do that. Tyrese Maxey had 38 points, and everybody else was under 13. Not a whole lot of help for Tyrese in this game. Only 11 assists as a unit. That's just awful. I don't know what the hell they got going on up there, but it was bad. Scotty Barnes, 43 minutes, 31 points, 10 of 19 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 10 of 12 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 turnovers, 3 offensive boards, plus 15 for Scotty. CMB, 42 minutes, 17 points, 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 15 boards, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 7 offensive boards, plus 5. Wow. Fantastic line for CMB. Emmanuel Quickly, 40 minutes, 20 points, 6 of 22 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3, 6 of 9 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 turnovers, 4 steals, plus 13 for Quickly. Jamal Shead, 37 minutes, 22 points, 7 of 15 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 6 of 8 from the line, 1 rebound, 6 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, minus 13 for Jamal Shead. Jacoby Walter, 5 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. 1 assist, plus 3 for Jacoby Walter. Mamukelashvili, 18 minutes, did not score, 0 of 2 from the 3, 0 of 3 from the field, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, minus 17, the worst on the team there for Mamukelashvili. Jamison Battle, 15 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 of 3 from the line, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, plus 9 for Battle. A.J. Lawson, 10 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 1 offensive board, plus 4 for A.J. Ochai Agbaji, 15 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 block, 1 offensive board, minus 2 for Agbaji. A.J. Martin, 30 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 11 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 3 offensive boards, minus 8. So, yeah, this Martin dude, terrible shooting night, but he really helped in the stocks category in a superb way. We got to keep an eye open for him, man. Anybody that gets 4 steals and 2 blocks in the same game, 3 offensive boards in the same game, must be taken seriously. That is, I call him what? A.J. Martin? I think his name is Elijah Martin. I'm not really sure what this guy's name is. Ashton Martin? I don't know who this is. Elijah Martin. Is he a rookie? I think this young fella is a rookie. Yet another fantastic rookie for this basketball team. I think he's a rookie. I don't really know, though. I honestly don't know. But Elijah Martin, very impressive defensive game. Poor shooting night, though. But this team got the victory, and he had a lot to do with it. Grady Dick, 11 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, minus 4 for Grady. Not a great game for him, but he didn't have a lot of minutes either. So, yeah, they were able to get the first game, against Philadelphia, and they turned around and played the same game against the same team, same building, the very next night. Just an awful way to schedule that matchup. They could at least give him a day in between games. They didn't have to turn around and have him play on the very next night. These schedule makers did not do them favors, and let's see how it went. Philly got their get back, 115-102. And Philly shot 53% from the field, 39-74. And the Raptors shot 40%, 37-92. 76ers shot 44% from the 3, 16-36. 16% for the Raptors, 6 of 37. Ouch. Once again, both of these teams got to the line a lot of times. 22 of 25 for the Raptors for 88%. 21 of 23 for the Sixers for 91%. 36 rebounds for 76ers. 38 for Toronto. 5 offensive boards for the Sixers. 15 for Toronto. So that's another game where Toronto had a lot of offensive boards. We're keeping an eye on that. 29 assists for the Raptors. 22 for the Sixers. 7 steals for the Raptors. 4 for the Sixers. 2 steals for both teams. 16 turnovers for the Sixers, 19 points conceded off of those, 9 turnovers for the Raptors, 10 points off of those. 15 fast break points for Toronto, 5 for Philly, 54 points in the paint for Toronto, 38 for Philly. 33 was the largest lead of the game for the Sixers, 4 for the Raptors. And the Sixers led 88% of the time, and the Raptors only led 6% of the time. Paul George, 29 minutes, 15 points. Who cares? Tyrese Maxey, 33 points. Joel, 27 points. Let's move on. Their bench gave them nothing. That's pretty much what I'm seeing there. Sixers bench was awful in that game. And let's go to the team that we're actually playing. B.I. made his return. 34 minutes, 17 points, 5 of 15 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. Hit all 7 of his free throws. Had 7 assists, 10 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 5 offensive boards. -7 for Brandon Ingram. Scotty Barnes, 35 minutes, 15 points, 5 of 16 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 5 of 5 from the line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 turnovers, 1 block. -13 for Scotty. CMB, 32 minutes, 12 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 4 offensive boards, -13 for CMB. Emmanuel quickly, 32 minutes, 18 points, 8 of 18 from the field, 2 of 10 from the 3, 6 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal, -13. Yeah, that right there is not acceptable. Not acceptable. He shot 2 of 10 from 3 and had no assists as a point guard? Nah, I'm not rolling. Jamal Shead, 30 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 1 rebound, 6 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, -5. Bad game for Shead. Mamoukalashvili, 21 minutes, 8 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 2 of 5 from the line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 offensive board, -9 for Mamoukalashvili. Jamison Battle, 8 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 2 from both the 3 and field, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, -10. Jonathan Mogbo, 2 minutes, hit his only field goal, 1 rebound, +4, and he had 2 points there. Garrett Temple, +4 for 2 minutes of garbage time. AJ Lawson, 17 minutes, 14 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, +1. That's good scoring there for him. Agbaji only had 2 minutes, missed his only 3-point attempt and got a board, and +4. Elijah Martin, 13 minutes, 6 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 offensive boards, -8 for Martin. And Grady, 12 minutes, 4 points, 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 assists, 1 rebound, -10. Terrible shooting night for Grady as well. Multiple players played awful for the Toronto Raptors. Even the guys who played well did not shoot well. And it was just an ugly game. I'm sure they were tired from the last night, and 76ers were motivated. Even though they didn't have anything off their bench, they still were able to get 33 out of Maxey, 27 out of Embiid, and VJ Edgecombe chipped in with 8 assists with his 15 points, and Sixers were able to get their get back against Toronto. Same building, very next night. All right. Next up, the Toronto Raptors faced the Pacers, 115-101. They got the victory in Indy. Brandon Ingram had 30. Scotty had 26 and 13 assists, and we'll go over all of that very soon. Let's get into the team stats. Toronto Raptors shot 49% from the field, 44 of 89. Pacers 38%, 33 of 86. From the three-point line, Pacers 12 of 42 for 29%. Toronto 10 of 28 for 36% from 3. The Raptors got to the line 26 times, hit 17 of them for 65%. And Pacers hit 23 of 31 for 74% from the free throw line. Rebounds, 49 for the Toronto Raptors, 46 for the Pacers, 11 offensive boards for the Toronto Raptors, 14 for the Pacers. 30 assists for the Raptors, 26 for the Pacers, 4 steals for the Raptors, 6 for the Pacers, 5 blocks for the Raptors, 7 for the Pacers. 12 total turnovers for the Toronto Raptors, 9 points conceded off of those. 11 turnovers for the Pacers, 13 points conceded off of those. 20 fast break points for the Raptors, 5 for the Pacers. 48 points in the paint for the Raptors, 34 for the Pacers. Largest lead of the game for the Raptors was 27. Pacers never led, and as a result, 99% of the time, the Toronto Raptors led the game. All but 0-0 for however long that ran around, and that was it. Then the Raptors had the lead and kept it. Brandon Ingram, 36 minutes, 30 points, 12 of 23 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnovers, a 0 and a plus-minus for B.I. Battle, 20 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, plus 24 for Jamison Battle. Scotty Barnes, 38 minutes, 26 points, 10 of 16 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 5 of 9 from the line. He had 7 rebounds, 13 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block, plus 14 for Scotty B with the big night. Colin Murray Balls, 33 minutes, 10 points, 4 of 10 from the field, or 1 from 3. He had 2 of 2 from the line, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 4 offensive boards, plus 23. Keep him off the offensive glass, y'all. They got some big body dudes down there to do multiple things. Scotty Barnes, Colin Murray Balls, and huge people. You're going to have to deal with physical bigs, man. Just know that tonight, Lakers. Jonathan Mobo, 1 minute, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 0 on the plus-minus. A.J. Lawson, 17 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 5 from field, 1 of 3 from 3. He had 6 boards, 1 block, 1 offensive boards, minus 18 for A.J. Worst on the team there. Ochai Agbaji, 24 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, plus 12 for Agbaji. Elijah Martin had 7 minutes, 1 point, hit 1 or 2 from the line, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, plus 1 for Martin. And Grady Dick had 30 minutes, 21 points, 9 of 15 from the field, 1 of 5 from the 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He chipped in 11 boards, 3 assists, 4 offensive boards, plus 10. He had a turnover as well. That's a good game for Grady there. And Pascal had 26 points, 10 rebounds. Nimhard and Jackson chipped in with 14, and bad teams continue to lose. Pacers are only 9-32, and that's the end of that. Just a team that's tanking, trying to hopefully get in the first pick in the draft so they can return back to their glorious ways when they get their point guard back, who went down with an Achilles in Game 7 of the finals. It was absolutely devastating to watch. Hopefully he comes back healthy next season. So yeah, that's Tyrese Halliburton, for those who wonder what his name is. The Los Angeles Clippers and the Toronto Raptors faced off in the next matchup. The Clippers got the victory, another overtime game for Toronto. 121-117 was the score. And we'll get straight into the team stats and move on. Clippers 41-79 from the field for 52%. The Raptors 42-87 from the field, 48%. 11-33 for 33% from 3 for the Toronto Raptors, 13-36 for 36% for the Clippers from behind the arc. 26-30 for the Clippers from the free throw line, 87%. 22-26 for the Raptors, 85%. The Raptors get to the line a lot. They do. Every night, over 20. So be ready for that. Free throw percentage, 87 for the Clippers, 85 for the Raptors. 36 rebounds for both teams. 12 offensive rebounds for the Raptors. Yet again, double-digit offensive boards for Toronto. 6 for the Clippers. 30 assists for the Raptors. 25 for the Clippers. 12 steals for the Clippers. 4 for the Raptors. 3 blocks for the Clippers. 5 for the Raptors. 16 turnovers for the Clippers. 24 points off of those. 18 for the Raptors. 15 points off of those. 23 fast break points for the Raptors, 13 for the Clippers, 52 points in the paint for the Clippers, 48 for the Raptors. 5 was the largest lead of the game for the Clippers, 14 for the Raptors. 16% of the time the Clippers led, 76% of the time the Raptors led, but still lost the game. And we'll get into the box score next. James Harden continues his tear. He went for 31 points there. Terrible three-point shooting, 2 of 15 from behind the arc. Jesus Christ, it's horrible. But he found a way to win the game somehow. Zubats had a big game, 16 points, 14 boards. Yeah. And Miller off the bench for the Clippers had 19 on really nice shooting. So did Cam Christie. Probably had a career night shooting the ball 6 or 7 from the field for 16 points for Max's bro. All right, so Toronto Raptors. BI 41 minutes, 19 points, 7 of 13 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 blocks, 0 on the plus minus. He hit all 3 of his free throws as well. Scotty Barnes, 41 minutes, 24 points, 9 of 21 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 6 of 7 from the line, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 offensive board. Minus 18 for Scotty. CMB, 35 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 3 of 5 from the line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 blocks, 4 offensive boards, minus 16 for Colin Murray Boyles. Ochai Agbaji, 36 minutes, 15 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, hit all 4 of his free throws, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 offensive board, plus 1 for Ochai. Jamal Shead, 39 minutes, 15 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line, 4 rebounds, 13 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, plus 5 for Shead. This is what I'm talking about. 13 assists. That'll get it done. Mamukelashvili, 22 minutes, 13 points, 6 of 9 from the field, over 3 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, plus 13 for Mamukelashvili. AJ Lawson, 13 minutes, 0 2 from the field, 0 1 from 3, 0 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 offensive boards, minus 2 for AJ. Elijah Martin, 11 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field, hit his only 3-point attempt, 1 assist, minus 5 for Martin. And Grady Dick, 27 minutes, 15 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. He had 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 offensive boards, plus 2 for Grady Dick. And that will do it. We got through it. All 5 of those Toronto games, they lost 3 or 5 of them. 2 of them went into overtime. They've been pushing along in a struggle schedule. It's been really condensed just like us. And now they're at the beginning of a long road trip, just like we're about to be. Starting here, LA, of course, and it ends in OKC next Sunday. So, yeah, they got a lot going on right now. And they're starting to slip because of it. Hopefully they can continue to slip as they run into us, even though I'm not really sure how well we're doing for those exact same reasons. Injuries and condensed schedule to start the month. So, yeah, man, as you can probably tell by my voice, I'm a bit exhausted. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I'm tired. The Lakers are wearing me out with all these damn games consistently throughout the course of the week. I'm sure the team is significantly even more tired. Everyone who covers this team is probably tired. And, I just hate the way the schedule is set up. I loathe it. I hated it worse, even more so last year, but it didn't get that much better, man. And so here we go with another basketball game after getting beat last night. And the Lakers record, 24-16. The Raptors record similar, 25-18. 4th in the standings for the Raptors. 6th in the standings for the Lakers. Our home and away record 11-8. Theirs is 12-8. The Lakers' offensive rating is 8. Toronto is 18th. The Lakers' defensive rating is 26th. And the Toronto Raptors is 5th. And their net rating is 12. Our net rating is 17th. So this team is slightly better than us, especially when it comes to defense. They're a lot better than us. But we're a better offensive team, but we're not going to have all our offensive players. So how much of that is skewed, I don't really know, man. But your Los Angeles Lakers are going to be wearing white tonight, of course, because it's Sunday. You know how we get down. And the Raptors are going to be wearing red on our home floor tonight. And starters for the Raptors, quickly, Agbaji, Scotty, B.I., and Colin Murray Boyles. And for the Lakers, potentially, Luka could be back, Marcus Smart, Bron, Jake LaRavius, who I couldn't remember earlier in the video with the elbow, and of course DeAndre Ayton, who is not listed on the injury report tonight, thank goodness. Actually, yes, game time decision. Hopefully he plays. Luka, Jackson, game time decisions. Marcus, game time decisions. But Austin, of course, and Adu are still out, as we already mentioned, and we don't have to go back over what all's going on with that team because we've done that twice. So, yeah, this game's at 6:30, man. We got a day off, and then we got to do another one against Denver in altitude. This is why I thought we should have rested so many people yesterday, because this road trip is going to be tough, man. even though you say we're sleeping in our own beds the following game after the Denver game, because of course it's in Inglewood, but the Clippers are the hottest team in basketball, so you're going to have to really be ready for them or you're going to get beat there too. So, and then you proceed to continue on that road trip back east and you see New York and all them teams. So I just don't know what the hell the Lakers are doing, honestly. And if I'm being completely honest with you, we talked about this last night. I was frustrated. I encourage everybody to check out my reaction video to hear what my point of view was on that. But I just thought we didn't do anything that made any sense as a franchise yesterday. Our coaching rotations were just counterproductive to what it is that we were working against, which is our schedule and injuries and stuff like that. You're playing older guys that you know you're going to have to rely upon, sitting younger guys that you need to play to develop and to give the guys a breather that need a breather. You didn't have your centers out there going up against guys like Klingon and Robert Williams. It just made no sense last night. We lost the game as we expected to, and I was unhappy with just how we approached the game, not necessarily the outcome. So tonight, I don't know what to expect. Of course, we got Luka back. Thank goodness for that. Or at least we think we do. Who knows, right? I mean, LeBron James is playing a second of a back-to-back again in the same week, which is absolutely against what we've always done with him for the whole 9 years he's been here, 8 years, whatever it's been. We never do this. I don't know why we're choosing to do this far into the game. He probably should not play tonight. And I just, I think we're setting ourselves up for some real injuries on the road, man. You're setting yourself up, not giving guys rest, flying all over the place. It's just, at some point in time, you just got to say we got to buy ourselves some rest. We have to buy ourselves some rest is what I'm trying to say. And I think we did that with Luka in one game, but, we're not doing that with the 41-year-old. And so it's kind of – I don't really know what the hell JJ was thinking last night. I really don't. I don't know what he was thinking. And to be honest with you, I wasn't happy with him because he wasn't thinking what I was thinking. And that's what it really comes down to. So, yeah, man, hopefully we can continue to run guys that can help us somehow. We want to get a victory tonight against a Raptor team. We did beat the Raptors, I believe, at the buzzer. This was the Rui game last time we saw them earlier in their building, so they're going to be fired up to play us. And they got guys playing better right now. Grady Dick's playing better. CMB has a role now. Jamal Shed is getting assists left and right. B.I. is back healthy again after being out for a couple of weeks. Obviously, Scotty Barnes, all-star player, can kill you out there a million different ways. I mean, this is a very good team, man. This Toronto team started the season hot. Kind of fell off a little bit, injuries and stuff. Emmanuel Quickly, I don't know if he's going to go or not, but he can hurt you, even though he's kind of in a bit of a shooting slump in my opinion, but he could smoke you, So we just got a bunch of players that we have to face tonight that I don't really know how regarding between the size of those guys, Mamu Kellis-Vili, CMB, Scotty Barnes. Those are big people, man. They're big and they're physical. And, you're sending Braun out there to just get bumped around. I don't know what we're expecting tonight, but I don't think it's going to be very good, if I'm being completely frank with you guys. I don't like this matchup for the Lakers based on our circumstances. They have, wings and defensive player, on-ball defensive players that can really get you. Guys like, Jamal Shed and, Jacoby Walter, if he plays. I think he's out, but Ochai Agbaji can shoot the ball a little bit. Luckily enough, they don't have RJ out there. He would be scoring up a storm. This is a very capable team. Obviously B.I., ex-Lakers, clearly wants to destroy you every time he sees you. So be ready for him in his length. It's just, this team doesn't really turn the ball over very much. They do get a lot of offensive rebounds from what we saw in the numbers. They're obviously faster than you and younger than you. So we're going to really need our stars to be big tonight. We're going to need Luka to shoot well, turn the ball over less than usual if possible. We need him to be himself, but be a very good version of himself if we're going to have a chance to win this game tonight. And we really do need to win it because obviously the way we've been losing games, we're now in 6th place. This game could have us underneath the play-in tournament situation right now with Phoenix playing as well as they are. The Clippers hot on our tail, winning every game they're playing in. Teams like that are starting to scoot up a bit. Minnesota's been winning more. Denver hasn't fallen off at all with Jokic going out and Peyton Watson suddenly becoming a star overnight. It's just, we'll see them next, by the way, as we mentioned already. So, these are important games. You got to try to get these, and we couldn't get last night. We lost to Charlotte Hornets. We lost to the Milwaukee Bucks. We lost to the Sacramento Kings. These teams that we lost to are not better than the teams we're about to face. And that's really what it comes down to. You lost to worse teams very recently, and you should be more exhausted because of all those games. So this is a bad time. It's a bad time. I would love to think that, every game is its own game and we can go out there and do something special tonight. But, the matchups don't really tell you that. You wouldn't exactly bet the Lakers who would win this game tonight. But it is what it is, man. We just got to go out there and fight. Hopefully with the Toronto Raptors having played a lot of games as well, starting a road trip as well. Sometimes teams don't play well on the road. Some of the role players struggle. And you're hoping for something like that tonight to kind of work in your favor. Preparation could be a little tricky because you don't really know who's all going to go for our team. Maybe Luka's good. I heard they did an MRI. Last night, our leading scorer was Marcus Smart. He's game time. So you don't really know what you're going to get out there. But you do know you need to buy some rest with some of these people. We're going to need Ayton to rebound if he's playing tonight. He's going to have to rebound the ball a lot because C and B or Scotty are going to rebound for certain. We can count on that for 100%. And just be ready for the wings of their team. They got guys like Jonathan Mogbo and AJ Lawson. These are nice wings, not world beaters, but problems for your team with our athleticism issues. So I don't know, man. I'm tired. I'm drained of this basketball team right now. It would be easier if we were doing better, but that we've been losing these games really draws away from the energy for me. It's just like we're playing too many games and we're losing too many games to bad teams at that. It just really eats away at your enthusiasm. It really does. And we're approaching trade season. I don't know what to expect in that regard. The market will dictate what we're capable of doing. I know that, everybody wants to kind of wheel trades into form, and that you need stuff makes it so that people want to say, if we don't do things, we're not doing the right thing. But sometimes the only available deals are the bad ones. And it's not that you make quick moves or urgent moves, but that you make the best moves. And if your urgency is going to lead you to the worst moves, then you shouldn't make them. So that's just what I have to say, man. The market will determine what's available to us. I think the Lakers are going to do their due diligence. I hope they make good decisions with what it is they do. Because if they don't, it's going to be heads rolling, man. It's new ownership in place. Fans are squawking. And our roster's not built for success right now. It's just not. We got too many deadweight players, too many unproven guys, and a coach that doesn't want to play those unproven guys to their best potential. He wants to play surefire bets, and a lot of times the surefire bets are surely going to fail, and that's ultimately what we run into. Our roster is worse because of how a coach is using it. I hate to say this. I really hate to say that, but it's the truth, man. He's making the roster worse by how he approaches these basketball games or whatever system he's locked into that forces him to try to use certain guys and not other guys. I think that's just really what I'm seeing there. This roster is a lot worse because he wants to play Gabe Vincent, because he doesn't want to play the young guys. And you need the young guys to give you the youth and the speed and the potential scoring upside that can help you win these basketball games. It's the same thing I say every damn night. And ever since Gabe Vincent's come back from injury, we've been a 500 ball club. It just is what it is. Playing Maxi Kleber instead of Drew Timme, only for Drew Timme to turn around and have a fantastic game when you finally do play him last night. I mean, what are we doing? Why wasn't Drew Timme out there playing our backup center minutes when Jackson Hayes was out? Why were we going with Maxi Kleber? And stuff like that. It's starting to irritate me, man. I know he doesn't believe in Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect tends to wet the bed with any minutes given, but you gotta play him through that. You can't just bury a guy on the back of the bench because you don't trust him. You got to play him through that. As a professional basketball player who needs to develop, he needs to play him through that. You know what I mean? And I just think Coach JJ he's losing my trust, man. I'm losing faith in him by the basketball game. I really am. I'm losing faith in him by the day. And I have been saying this since even before we signed this guy, that I don't have patience for coaches anymore. With the long-standing bad coaching history of my basketball club, I just don't care for bad coaches. The development process, maybe we're the wrong team to have rookie coaches, man, because we don't really want to develop these coaches. They tend to do things that they were taught to do, which sometimes don't work in their favor. You know what I mean? and I know that sounds ridiculous, but like sometimes these coaches have been coached by people who did things the wrong way, honestly, and they don't really understand what they need to do to be successful. They need to deviate away from some of the coaching culture that has them playing vets and sitting rookies as a blanketed philosophy, as opposed to taking it as a case-by-case basis. Sometimes you need to play the young guys. Sometimes you need to bench the vet. Sometimes the guy you trust and like the most is somebody who's not probably best for the job he has. He should probably be a coach. You know what I mean? And that's coaches that don't deviate from that, coaches who are hard-headed, you know what I mean, for whatever way that plays out, end up failing, man. And I'm kind of tired of that. I've seen enough of that through multiple coaches as a Laker fan. Multiple bullheaded dudes who did things the wrong way and got us the wrong results. I really don't want to see any more of this. So for me, it's like I want to give JJ his proper evaluation time. He's a rookie coach who never coached in the professional ranks, never coached in the college ranks, so it's obvious he's going to not know what he's doing, and you got to be patient. It's the same thing I said about our GM. You know, mistakes were made early on, then people learn and people get better, but they're still paying for old mistakes. You got to give rookies of all sorts the same amount of time to bump their head and get it right. And I just don't know that I have the temperament, nor should our franchise have the temperament, I think, based on what we've all been through together, to really wait that out with coaches, man. I just, at this point, if we were to move on from JJ, I wouldn't want a rookie, bro. I wouldn't want a rookie. I want somebody who's done this for a while. Somebody who knows what the hell they're doing, man. Because at this point, and somebody who values young players. I think that whether you have a win now timeline or a tomorrow timeline, you still need to develop the young players so that you can have the depth, so that you can have the trade pieces, so that you continue to find things that can ultimately be great on a discount price in this ever difficult team building era we're in with these aprons. And so Gabe Vincent is playing bad, and he has all the rope in the world to play. Meanwhile, I got three guards that are not getting any better because they're not getting any playing time. It's just, and then a need to make trades when half of my stuff isn't worth anything. It's just, I mean, how many coaches do we have to see make the same decision that works to the detriment of our building situation, our team building process? And people want to blame the GM. That's cool. GM has a lot to do with that. But I mean, you got to work with what you got, man. At this point, we can look at the GM and say you didn't do enough. All right, you move the GM, whatever. But for now, while it's difficult to get stuff, you got to play up the stuff that can potentially get better, and you got to bench the stuff that you can't do anything with, both in the market and on the basketball floor. And our coach, he's not doing that, and it's leading to us sucking out here, man. And so that's pretty much what it is. Our superstars, in the presence of a center like Ayton, tend to mask a lot of problems. It really did throughout the start of the season with them playing so well. It's like, oh my God, everybody's doing great. No, those guys were just being great. It's when you remove them and then see how the coach uses the other talent and how he makes good with difficult circumstances do you really find out if you have a good coach right now or not. And to be honest with you, we're not finding that we do. And so that's my take on it. I'm frustrated. Hopefully this game puts a Band-Aid on that by us finding a way to get a victory against a good Toronto team. But, we did that against Atlanta, you know what I mean? And it didn't save us because we ended up losing the next two. And we've forgotten about the Atlanta game. You know what I mean? So it's like the Lakers got to keep playing these games as they keep coming. But as far as how the human body works, I just think that fatigue is going to start to play a real factor going forward over the next several weeks in the time when we need it not to, because we're going to be playing a lot of games on the road. And so we should have been buying ourselves a rest, and I don't know that we did enough of that. So that's really what I got to say, man. I don't know what it's going to take for this coach to bench Gabe Vincent. I don't really know, but you do have three other guards that you need to be developing that are struggling. And when they do play well, they really help us. And I would just love for him to bench Gabe Vincent so that we can get Kobe Buffkin, Dalton Knecht, and Nick Smith Jr. their opportunities. If they turn into what they're supposed to turn into, our team's ceiling goes sky high, man. But if you fail to turn them into what they need to, not only do we not get better, but the stuff that you are using is also not getting it done either. So make the shift, JJ. If you want people to call you a good coach, you're going to make the shift now. Get that man out of that lineup and start playing them young players, whether you like them or not, whether they fail or succeed. Young players get better with the more opportunities they get. If they sucked at basketball, they wouldn't get to the league in the first place, bro. That's the real thing. And some of these guys have been around proving themselves for a long time, and now it's time for them to sit down. And you got to know when that is, man. So that's my point of view, man. We've sucked ever since this guy came back. I was dreading it. I told y'all well before Gabe Vincent came back that when he comes back, it was going to suck. And here it is. This is what I was talking about. So we're here now, man. We're going to be in the play-in tournament tonight with a loss, with a bunch of hard games to play going forward. What is JJ going to do to assure that the bottom doesn't fall out of this thing? Because he's losing me. He's losing me in real time. I can only imagine who all else is tired of him in the locker room and around the organization. He's losing me now. BO44. I thank you all for watching. Wow.